Hi, I'm Clive Branson, and welcome to the online video series. Now these videos have been made with the angler in mind. Whether a beginner, a club, or a dedicated match angler, you will find something in this video that will either stimulate you, interest you, or even entertain you. And one thing they definitely will do is inform you in more depth and detail than any other video on the market. The online video series will build into a complete visual reference library, covering almost all the aspects of the sport of angling. Now, fishing technique and tackle have changed tremendously over the last 15 to 20 years, and even the most experienced anglers are continuously learning, including me. Now, we will be bringing you the latest information and updates to methods and techniques, and knowledge that have been built up over the last 20 odd years will be shown to you, without you having to spend hours in trial and error, allowing you to gain the real pleasures from the sport of angling. The weather forecast for today is rain and wind with sunny spells. A large umbrella is an essential item for the match angler. To keep bait and equipment dry is a priority. Clothing is just as important, as winter match fishing can be harsh, so wear thermal clothing, waterproof hat, jacket, leggings and wellies. This could be good. From left to right is Ken Hornsley, Giles Cochran, Doug Hornblow and Clive Branson. Clive Branson is fishing with an 11.5 metre pole, using the pole cup to put his bait into the same spot each time. He then puts his float into the cloud of ground bait. Doug Hornblow is into his first on a waggler. Clive is into his first fish. A nice bream. Notice how Clive holds the bream with his thumb and fingers behind the pectoral fins. Nicky Jones is into one on a feeder. Ken started on a pole and has now changed to a feeder, casting close to the island. Clive has predicted that as the wind is blowing down the pond, the natural food will be carried down to this end, bringing the fish onto the feed. Ken's change from pole to feeder has paid off. Notice how much care is taken when removing the hook from the fish. Clive has hooked a small fish. Giles is still on a waggler. So is Doug. Another one for Ken. Clive is hoping to pick up on a shoal of bream. Clive slides the pole back slowly so as not to bump the fish, which may cause him to lose it. A nice bream. Ken's in again. Clive must be in front at this stage. The swims have gone quiet. Clive finds a roach. The sun's come out, but the wind has increased. Looks like Ken is bringing in a bream. Clive's changing to a mini feeder. Notice the care that he's taking to put the bait on the hook to give a good presentation to the fish. The feeder is filled with maggots and a plug of ground bait.
Giles seems to have a nice fish on. A fellow club member comes down to have a look. Doug's having a lean time. Clive has persevered with the feeder and has taken a small roach. Giles has hooked a nice fish. Notice how he lets the reel play the fish. He makes fine adjustments to the tension of the reel. A nice bonus fish if he can land it. He's been fishing an Astley bomb. Typical bend of a through-action rod. Whoops, the fish saw the net. There's plenty of life in that fish yet. Steady, Giles, steady. Be patient, Giles. That's one in the bag for Giles, a nice bonus fish. A lovely tench. We've heard that Mickey's catching well, still on a mini feeder. A small skimmer bream. Doug's into a fish. He's been having a lean spell. He stayed with the waggler. Doug has only been fishing for 2 years and has been successful in recent months. Word has it that not many fish are being caught, apart from Mickey Jones, who is down this end of the pond but on the other side. Clive's prediction has turned out to be correct. Now what's Ken into? A lovely tench. Giles has been a member of the Welsh team. A nice roach. Clive is back on the pole. Another nice bream to end the match on. The evening is closing in and the light is fading fast. Here comes the moment of truth. Each angler will follow the way in to see what type and size of fish has been caught in each swim. This is just a mental note for future matches. Ken. Good bag with bonus fish. £6. Giles, excellent bag of fish. £9 2 ounces. Looks favourite. Doug fished hard, but is out of the running. £2 2 ounces. Clive worked non-stop using different methods and techniques. He fished a hard swim, £3 10 ounces. Mickey Jones, good bag, gives him second place, bonus fish again. £8 2 ounces. Robbo from the top of the lake knows the outcome, but he takes it in his stride. £2 5 ounces. Spirits are still high, even though it was hard going for the majority. Now starts the inquest. Each has their own story to tell. Light-hearted discussions will probably continue into the small hours. There's one thing for sure. They'll all be back for the next match.
Right, you've seen me in action fishing a club match against some high-class anglers with bonus fish deciding the outcome. Now let's go and have a look at the unpredictable side of angling.
On arrival, Clive heads for the club hut to pay his pool money and register for the draw. This is how most club matches begin. Any instructions or information is given before the draw.
Peg 29. If you draw out 99, you fish 29. It's the best peg on the pond, so don't make a mistake. 99 is 29. Put 98. That's 98. Right.
Tension mounts as the peg numbers are important. Each angler is hoping for a good peg, known as a flyer. These are positions around the lake that consistently produce good bags of fish. Clive has drawn a reasonable peg. The excitement is shown in the friendly exchanges. Some have a long trek ahead, as it's a sizable lake. Including Clive. Clive Roberts setting up, a member of the Welsh team. The whole lake is a hive of activity. This is a bloodworm match. We will be giving you detailed information on bloodworm fishing in future videos, including bloodworm scraping. The bloodworm is the larva of the gnat, found in still water, and is used mainly on the hook. The joker is the larva of the midgefly, found in running water, used mainly with ground bait. Both are natural food for fish. In winter, a 10-pound bag of fish would normally win a contest on this lake, closer to 20 pound in summer. Dotted around the lake are 60 anglers, using a variety of methods and techniques, each waiting to pitch their skills against the fish and one another. Matches are started in a number of ways, using whistles, by shouting, or using a horn. Randy Darling going out on a 9-metre pole. This lad is on a waggler. Ron Cousins is using a rod and fixed reel. Another waggler. Clive is using his 9-metre pole with the pole cup and is straight into a fish. A tiddler roach. Notice again the care Clive takes when baiting his hook, to give his bait a good presentation in the water. Clive is putting 2 bloodworm on his hook, hoping to get through the small fish to the bigger fish. In the early stages, Clive will mix ground bait with joker, pressing it into a firm lump so that it sinks to the bottom and breaks up slowly, releasing the joker. Again, another tiddler roach. Robbo is using much larger balls of ground bait with an additive. See how firmly he presses it with his hands. This is to make a bed of ground bait in his swim that will work over a long period, very slowly releasing the joker. Throughout the match, Clive will keep ground baiting his second swim. He's still got his eye on his float. That tasted good. Not much happening for the young lad. Another tiddler. Clive is still hoping for the bigger fish. James Smithson fishing a 9-metre pole. The wind has died down. The ripple has gone off most of the lake. This can have an effect on the pattern of feeding. In this case, the whole lake has gone quiet. Ron, the local angling correspondent, is still pulling in small tiddler roach. In terms of quantity, he's way ahead of the field and is on line to win. Ron is using a fixed reel just in case he hits a carp. This lake contains a good number of large carp. The bigger fish are still evading Clive. Randy nets a small roach. From the look of it, Randy is into a sizable fish. This could win him the match. His elastic must be at full stretch. That's why he's putting on his pole extension. Lost it. Ron's still at it. Clive can't get past the tiddlers. All over the lake, very few fish are being caught. The conditions on the day have defeated even the best anglers. A disappointing day. One of the worst days in the club's history. Ling curry. This will put him in the money. Tiddler roach plus a small crucian carp. £1 5 ounces. Ron has ended up with 50 to 60 fish, but not enough to win the day.
Thank you.
Kevin Williams with the winning bag of fish, weighing only £1 8 ounces.
Anyhow, we come now to the main prizes. There, so the pools.
The winner today was Kevin Williams. He weighed £1 8 ounces and he wins £92.50.
No. Wait till later, sir.
Second today, Lynn Curry. He weighed £1 5 8 and he wins £55. And third today with £1 3 8 is Phil Weaver and he wins £37.
Phil lost it.
Right, Jen, The prizes again, we start again. First was Kevin Williams. He gets the first choice of the turkey.
Which one?
The biggest one. The biggest one. Turn around. Thanks behind you. Oh, yes. Well, that's right.
Very well done. Thank you.
Right, second row.
Lynn Curry second.
Oh, yeah. He's got the biggest one. Well done, Dick.
Not a bad.
Phil Weaver the third one. And I've got to give him a bird because I told him to. Yeah. I would diddle it. You after it?
Well done, young fellow.
That was the unpredictable side of match fishing, where methods and tactics went completely out of the window due to conditions on the day. So now let's go to Evesham Town Water on the Warwickshire Avon, a venue that attracts some of the top match anglers in the country, and watch a good head-to-head match develop.
On most Wednesdays throughout the season, some of the country's most respected anglers gather here at Evesham. Even in winter, the Evesham countryside looks beautiful, and the River Avon has an air of tranquility. Inside the Hampton Ferry Caff, the draw is underway, each hoping for a good peg or a flyer. The name is registered and written down next to the peg number drawn. Robbo's drawn a flyer, a peg he has always wanted to fish. Clive has drawn the next peg. This could be a very interesting match. The river around the peg is known as a swim. It's important to study the swim and consider the options of rods and rigs to be used. Clive is one of the few professional anglers in the country and fishes up to 3 matches per week throughout the season. Today, the water is quite clear. Notice the sense of urgency of setting up before the match starts. Depending on the swim, each angler will set up as many as 5 rigs. Clive goes out on a stick float. Robbo, on the other hand, is out on a waggler. Colin is from the Western Angling Centre, Weston-super-Mare. Clive makes a small adjustment to his shotting pattern. First fish of the day looks like a roach. Climbs in. A small roach. Caught on a bronze maggot, possibly the most popular bait used on the Avon. Robbo's into his first, a small roach. Robbo's experienced enough to stand in the river to fish, but it's not recommended for everyone, especially junior anglers. Colin's landed a nice perch. He's taking care not to get hurt by the spines down its back. Clives into another fish, after changing to a straight link. He's fishing a 12-ounce bottom with a 22 hook. Fishing his inside swim, hoping to pick up on an early chub. It looks like a roach. Perfect conditions for a good weight of fish. Clives in again. Looks to have the swim on the feed. In match fishing, you are allowed to feed as many swims as you want, but remember, you can only use one rod at a time. Robbo's still trying to get his swim going. Clive's in again, small enough to swing to hand. Saves a few valuable seconds. Robbo's got his swim on the feed. An interesting match is developing. This could turn into a head-to-head. Robbo's in. Looks like a nice roach. There's not much happening on the other pegs. Clive's baiting his fast swim. Robbo's feeding his line to the flow of the river, presenting the fish with a more natural looking bait. Two different methods of letting the bait drift down the swim. Clive is well ahead at this point. Robbo is working hard and it's starting to pay off. Robbo's in. Another roach. Clive is starting to bait his second swim. just in case his first goes off the feed. Robbo's persevering with the waggler. He is using the waggler dragging technique to slow down the rate of travel. We will be explaining this in more detail in a future video. He's in. Could be good. Look at that bend. Notice the position of the rod parallel to the bank, and see the position of his hand on the rod to give extra sensitivity. That's a lovely chub. That could put them neck and neck. Clive has gone out on a waggler. His inside swim has gone off the feed. Clive's fish seem to be down in size. We've heard that the town pegs further upstream aren't producing. Another nice roach. Robbo's swim seems to be producing the bigger fish. Colin has a really nice roach. 1 1/4 pounds at least. Clive's in again. Another small fish. Must be moving well ahead now. 1.5 pounds at least.
17 pounds.
Clive is catching well again, but the size just isn't there.
That must be time now.
Robbo's in and swings to hand, the last fish of the match. The duration of the match is normally 5 hours. A good head-to-head, but Clive knows the outcome.
Oh, what? What did you weigh on? 5.5.
This bag of fish must surely win the day. Robbo's turned the tables on Clive. Last week, Clive won and Robbo came second.
15, what was it?
16.
Lovely bag of fish.
Can you check some weight? know, you always get one half of the river fish and the other half don't for some reason. Right. You going back to the door?
Another day, another match.
I hope you've enjoyed the 3 matches that we've shown you, from club to the open match circuit. Now let's go and watch the ultimate, the World Championships in Bulgaria.
participants and guests of the 36th World Championship in Freshwater Angling. On behalf of the Central Council of the Bulgarian Hunting and Angling Union, on behalf of the organizing committee of the 36th World Championship in Freshwater Angling, on behalf of all Bulgarian anglers and on behalf of myself, I'm glad to heartily welcome you on your arrival to our small country, the People's Republic of Bulgaria, famous for its glorious past and prosperous present.
Mr. Joseph Kleinbauer, President of the International Freshwater Angling Federation, will give an address.
Mesdames et Messieurs, chers amis pêcheurs, comme président de la Fédération internationale de la pêche en eau douce, j'ai l'honneur de déclarer ouvert les 36e championnats du monde ici à Plovdiv, en Bulgarie. Ladies and gentlemen, dear sportsmen, as the chairman of the International Freshwater Angling Federation, I have the honor and it is a pleasure for me to declare as open this 36th World Championship in Plovdiv, Bulgaria, and may the best win.
Second place, Francesco Mazzini, Italy. 3 points, 12.8. Third place, Mr. Richard Bentham, Wales. President of the International Angling Federation. Engineer Stephen Manolo. First place is the team of Wales, 48 points.
You got the medal. It's not the players, Josh. Are they? I can't use them. Josh, give the kiss.
Second place is the team of Italy with 68 points. The president of the International Angling Federation. Втората награда се връчва от председателя на Организационния комитет на 36-то световно първенство по лов на риба в сладки води и председател на Централния съвет на Българския ловно-рибарски съюз, инженер Стефан Манолов. Third place is the team of England with 83 points. Наградата ще бъде връчена от цялото шоу на Българското ловно-рибарско дружество. And the award will be presented by Mr. Salabujilo, Vice President of the Organizing Committee.
Up Wales!
Brilliant.
A special one, mate.
Okay.
Brilliant match, competing against some of the top anglers in the world, a real tribute to British angling. Within the matches you've seen many methods and techniques, and we will be demonstrating these in more detail throughout the series, including rods, reels, lines, floats, shotting patterns, baits and ground bait, plus inside information on little things that will help you catch more fish. I'll see you in the series.